August 2021. German Chancellor Angela Merkel visited Moscow for the last time before leaving office. At the press conference, he once again called on Putin to release Navalny, a well-known Russian opposition anti-corruption activist who was imprisoned in polar prisons in the Arctic Circle. The outgoing Merkel's influence on Putin is obviously much worse than before. He refused to admit on the spot that Navalny was imprisoned for a criminal offense, not against himself. 2.5 years later, the sharpest opponent of Putin, who was imprisoned twice and several times, held a press conference after his death in prison, saying Putin should be responsible for the matter. Navalny was born in the Soviet Union in 1976 and has both Russian and Ukrainian ancestry. In the same year, he spent his childhood in Obninsk, southwestern Moscow, grew up in the late Soviet Union, and experienced the collapse of superpowers and the chaotic wave of privatization. In 1998, Navalny received a law degree from the People's Friendship University of Russia. Later, he worked as a lawyer and obtained the securities trading qualification of the Russian Federal University of Finance. During this period, while on vacation in Turkey, he met his wife Yulia, who was from an intermediate public family. The two had a son and a daughter. Financial lawyers are a standard high-paying industry. Navalny could have lived his life comfortably, but he chose to get involved in political affairs. Perhaps it was because lawyers had seen too many injustices, and the loyal scholar Navalny hoped to promote social justice and crack down on collusion between officials and businessmen and corruption. At the same time, he was also a Russian nationalist who opposed the provision of federal subsidies to Chechnya and other republics of the North Caucasus, opposed immigrants, and had supported the invasion of Georgia. On the Crimea issue, he initially had an ambiguous attitude. After the outbreak of the Ukrainian war, Navalny changed his position, clearly supported the restoration of the 1991 border, and advocated the cessation of invasion and withdrawal of troops. It is not surprising that everyone's perspectives always change over time. In 2000, Navalny joined the left-wing Yablou party. Yablou means apple in Russian, which was established in 1993. It initially had 27 Duma seats, and then declined year after year. Navalny was promoted quickly and became the second in command of Moscow in 2006, but was fired for supporting Russian populism. Since then, while working as a lawyer, he has written articles in the media to express his views and expose corruption. In 2008, he disclosed the corruption of Russian oil company on his blog, pointing his finger at the top management.